and Mike bring you into their world. It's not just chickens and the Angus herd. So take off your boots, relax, and go beyond the ranch.
Hi guys, welcome back to Beyond the Ranch. My name's Mike.
I'm Erin.
And today is December 4th, and it is National Cookie Day. Have you had a cookie today?
I just ate a granola bar and it stuck in my teeth.
That doesn't count. Granola bars are different from cookies. I had one of your cookies, though, that you made this week because we went to the Edible Prairie Project's Christmas party, and I learned how to make a charcuterie board. And I learned how to make a rose out of salami.
Yes.
Was it salami?
Yeah.
Some sort of round meat.
Oh, we have one of those left. We should eat that tonight.
See, that's good. Good dinner right there. Thanks for joining us, guys. Really do appreciate it. Like I said, it is National Cookie Day, so if you have some cookies, be sure to throw them up there. Thank you, Feathered Life, for your cookies. Those are awesome. They look great. Lots of baking went into those. Lots of stuff going on around the ranch that we're going to talk about today, and we have videos coming up that we're going to talk about. We also have a trip planned that starts tomorrow, so if anybody lives around the Omaha, Nebraska area, you might want to pay attention. You might get a chance to come and hang out with Erin and have a couple drinks and learn what's the saying with the White Claws?
There's no laws.
There's no laws
when you're drinking the
claws. So if you come by and hang out with us, you might just find out why. That is one of Erin's favorite sayings. You don't have that on a shirt yet. Is Jared here? Because if Jared's here, you might end up with it on a shirt.
Carrie Sherrata says she loves my sweatshirt. There'll be more of these in Omaha. If you're coming to Omaha, you can get this exact same sweatshirt. But this is not a color that is offered online. This is
it's not.
This is a local exclusive.
Really?
Via Nebraska.
See, this used to be a local exclusive, and then somebody went and put it on the website.
You can get this design. You just can't get this color online. And this color's, like when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's mine.
Really?
Yes.
What color, what would you call that color?
I don't know.
It's not purple.
No.
It's like maroon.
Maybe.
I don't know. It looks good on you, though.
I'll have to ask Tyler. We get like the farm. If you've been to the farm store, we have merch and apparel and stuff in the farm store, and that's all printed locally. Whereas if you order on our website, that comes through a different company that ships it direct to you guys.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
Can you imagine if we had to ship all of our own apparel?
We did at one point. Remember when we
we only had like one T-shirt.
We had one T-shirt, and we used to ship it out, and that was tough. I mean, obviously, it trained us because we obviously moved from there to beef jerky.
A disaster.
And I think we're doing pretty dang good. I mean,
no, the jerky and stuff is fine. Meat's a whole different.
Meat's great,
but it's a whole different dilemma sometimes. Like when there's no dry ice.
Which Erin actually, we have meat orders. They're going out tomorrow morning. Erin went and bought the entire town of Gillette out of dry ice.
There's no dry ice in town, and there's not going to be any dry ice for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so if you do have a meat order that's hanging out there, we will get it to you. You'll have it before Christmas. We're just working on this dry ice situation. Yeah. It was actually the weather that threw that whole thing off. So thank you for your order. We're keeping your money.
Yeah.
We'll send your beef as soon as we can. In other news this week, the new hat, the black winter hat, is back. This is actually, I should show you guys something. Let me grab something here really quick. All right. So this is the hat that I've been wearing for the last 5 years. Not this hat, but this style of hat that I've been wearing for the last 5 years in videos. Now, Gone Country Hats came along and said, we would like to sponsor the channel. We would like you to wear our hat. Please try them out. They sent me a bunch of hats to try out, and I actually picked this one as my favorite, and I actually like this hat better than this hat. This is a Stetson Skyline, and when I said that I wanted a hat like this one for myself from Gone Country, they actually took some of the styling from this hat. Not exactly, but the way that I like the rim, or what is this called, brim, bent. They took that and kind of ran with it. So this is the new hat from Gone Country. I kept my old hat. This is a good, going to church hat type of thing. I got to tell you, wearing a hat that's half the price of my Stetson.
That's great.
I knew Erin would love it. Like, it's just that hat. I don't know how many Stetsons. Remember when I came back? I went out to feed one day, and I went to get out of the tractor, and the wind caught my hat, and it blew. I don't know, 300 yards into the. It just landed perfectly right in the middle. I couldn't have done it if I tried. Right in the middle of the pond, and I had to come back and tell Erin. Was like, "Where's your hat?" And I was like, "It's in the pond." And it was like, what, $300 hat or whatever those cost.
So expensive.
Insane.
All hats are expensive, and it's fine. That's just where hats cost and stuff. But
they're not cheap to make.
No, they're not. But you need to wear a beanie when you go feed.
I do wear a beanie. In fact, we have a new beanie. The Wyoming Life embroidered beanie is on the website as well. So enough sales pitches, though, guys. Thank you very much
for bought 3 of them for us, and then Grace was like, "Oh, this is mine," but then I had to steal it back from her.
I took them out of the packages, and she was like, "There was I bought 3 for myself, so for us, I bought a black one, a blue one, and a gray one." I got the black one. Carrie stole the blue one, even though she ordered one, and it's on the way. It's not here yet. She stole that one. And then the gray one, I came in the house, and Grace put it on. And she put it on, and I don't know where these kids learn this thing. She put it on. She stood there for a second, and she went, "Mine," and turned around and walked away.
She's a klepto.
She's a klepto. Lincoln does the same thing. Mine. I don't know if it must be some interweb thing. A Mimi.
I think it's just a child thing.
Just a child thing.
Omaha dates are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of this week.
Yeah, so that would be what, 6, 7, 8?
Yeah.
We will be there. So we are heading out tomorrow for Omaha, Nebraska. We're driving, so if you're along the way, you see us, be sure to wave. And we will be there 6, 7, and 8. There's a bunch of stuff going on there. Admission is free if you live in the area or you happen to be coming through. It's at the Omaha Hilton Convention Center. Is that right? I think that's what it's called. And it's going to be a ton of fun. And there's just so much stuff going on. In fact, there's a panel that's the social media panel, and it's myself, Zach Johnson from Minnesota Millennial Farmer, Laura Farms. I got a list somewhere. I should really grab it.
Farm Fit Mama. What's
Farm Fit? Yeah.
I can't remember.
What is her name? Oh, this is going to drive me crazy. Hold on.
We should have been more prepared for this.
What, have you met me before? Okay, Dan from Iowa Dairy Farmer.
Yep.
Natalie.
And Grant.
And Grant Hilbert, Grant's got a crazy amazing story because he actually started out playing Farm Simulator on YouTube, and he recorded the videos and he played, and then eventually he made enough money by having his Farm Simulator YouTube channel that he actually bought a farm. And so now he has a farming channel. And odd thing is, it's all coming back circle because now he has his own farming game that's getting ready to come out next year. So very cool. We're going to get a chance. What I hope that we can do while we're there is do a bunch of shorts. I'm not going to be putting out a Thursday video, but we are going to do a ton of shorts while we're there. So make sure that you've got your that you subscribe to the channel, that you've got your notifications turned on the Wyoming Life channel, because I'm going to be posting stuff like crazy. Whenever I can nail somebody down, I'm going to try to get something with them. Whether it's just Erin and I, we're going to talk about what we're doing. We're going to bombard you guys. You guys are going to be like, "Oh my God, Mike, shut up." But it'll be a lot of fun. And since everybody can't come with us, I think it's a cool way for us to share it with you. JP Merrick, thank you for the $100 super chat. Always loving the work and content of Mike and Erin. Happy hugs, Owl family and subscribers. That's very nice of you, JP. Thank you very much. We really do appreciate it. Really quick, I do want to thank our moderators for being here once again. Matt Fensel, who's a little bit underneath the weather, but I heard he's getting better. William Dunn, Lori Habel, Zach Hewitt, and Bill the Tractor Man are here. So thank you very much for hanging out with us, guys, keeping us all in line. They're the ones that keep me, in line during the live streams. Carrie actually keeps me in line in real life. I don't know what you do anymore. you just make dinner and make sure everything else is taken care of. Today I was talking to somebody that wanted the kids' wish lists, and I said, "I'll remember to do it." And Carrie said, "I'll remember to do it." It's like, really? Like, am I that forgetful? But apparently I am, because I have somebody who remembers for me now, and that's not going to help my forgetfulness. No. It's going to make me more forgetful. No. But at least I
did wear a hat on Friday. We brought back beef, and it was cold.
Yeah, it was cold.
It was like 11 degrees, and most of our freezers are in our garage, which is not heated, which we should do that.
We should.
Like, you know, we bought that furnace and everything.
I have to plumb it in. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm
I'll
pretty
figure
sure
it out.
you could just run a hose.
For propane through a garden hose?
Yeah.
That'll work. Whatever. Yeah.
Maybe we could finish insulating the garage. You know, it would just make things a little bit easier. But, you know.
Why would we make
I don't
anything
know.
easier?
But when it's 11 degrees outside, it's great because you don't have to rush to put meat away.
True.
Right? It's not when it's like 100.
I did have to back the trailer like right into the garage.
Yeah, it was so windy out. It wasn't horribly windy, but it was like
I had a horrible. I had to go pick up meat in Sturgis, and it was a day. I get it was bad unloading beef jerky. I get it. Once I got home, or not beef jerky, but beef. When I got home and you had to go outside.
I know, we just like scuttled your way. We're like, go away.
Yeah, but because I had a horrible day. I crashed once in the truck and trailer. It was just not a good day. But anyway, yeah, Erin wore a hat. She wore a beanie cap.
I was freezing.
And did
11
it help?
degrees and then
was it
in
a
a
warm,
freezer.
Was it warm?
It helped. It makes my head itchy though.
They're kind of tight. I've
they
noticed
are
that. I had to laugh because our neighbor Michelle, she got one, or no, she tried on one of ours.
Yeah.
And she has a big head. And she would put that thing on. I was like, this is not going to end well.
She's here, you know.
I'm sorry, Michelle. She's aware. I think she knows. I mean, she's had the head her whole life. I think she knows. But anyway, she put it on. I was just like, well, that's her hat now, because I'm never going to.
Well, no, we need to give him all. We need to give him all to Michelle and be like, can you wear this for a day?
There you finally found something that you're good at. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
They are tight.
They are very tight. Thank you very much for.
You see, you made it sound so much more dramatic than
What
it was.
did I?
You crashed the truck and trailer?
I did crash. I mean, so I was getting back on the interstate. I was in Belfouche, and a car kind of got in front of me, and it was really slick. And they slowed down to turn onto the interstate. I ended up, and I had a trailer with a ton of feed on it, and I went around them to the side, lost my gription, and twisted this way, and the trailer went the other way. So I kind of jackknifed the trailer and the truck, and I actually rolled one of the tires off the rim when I did it because it was going sideways. Luckily, like 3 cars behind was a highway patrolman who was nice enough to roll up and say, "You okay?" Rolled down his window, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." And he said, "You got a flat tire?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take care of it." So I took it to a service station and fixed it up.
You have probably visited every service station between here and Sturgis for tire problems.
I've visited some that aren't even. I have a guy in Sundance who he doesn't even really do tires anymore. But I could call him and be like, he used to do tires, but I have his. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, and a semi, not fun at all. It was enough the pucker factor was very, very high. I had to physically let go of the seat with my butt. But this guy that in Sundance, like he doesn't do tires anymore. But I have his number, so if I do need something, he's actually had me come in and help out. So, or he's helped me out. So it's interesting. So the truck was fine, actually. No damage done at all. I just, it was just a bad slide that could have been horrible. Actually, when I went around the car and my trailer went this way, my big worry was cars coming behind me. Because it's a turning lane and then 2 lanes, and I was taking up both lanes as I slid down the road. So, a little spooky. All right.
And then you got to our meat. It was nice and frozen.
It was very frozen. It was
Stayed
even more.
frozen.
It was 12 degrees in Sturgis when I picked up the meat, and snowing and blowing like crazy. I was in the back of the trailer. And I think if you've seen that video, we back up to this loading chute, which is kind of on a ramp anyway. So I'm in the back of the dump trailer, which is slippery as crap.
It was slippery unloading too.
I've got a ton of feed in the middle of the trailer that I had to work around. And I'm trying to like not fall on my butt every time I pick up a 60-pound box of meat.
It made unloading. That's why I was like, you got to back into the garage because you were just backed right up to the garage, and the wind was blowing, and Carrie and I were unloading, and we were struggling because of the ton of corn
that I had right in the middle of the trailer.
You had right in the middle of the trailer, and which you had to because of weight distribution.
Yep.
But it was not so much fun. So
yeah.
And then today was like 40 some degrees.
It was 45 degrees today.
It was on Thursday too.
Yeah.
Like
It was beautiful.
30, 45 degrees on Thursday, but windy, and then 11 on Friday. So
Yeah, I can deal with the wind. That's totally fine. But yeah, it was a little spooky. I came home. Aaron made sure the truck was okay, and
I asked if you were fine too. You were walking.
I was fine.
You weren't
my back
bleeding.
hurt actually more from the loading of the trailer, because like when you're walking on a slick trailer, for some reason it killed my back. Even like as I was doing it, and Tanner, who's I don't know what she is, the manager of Sturgis Meats now, she was handing me boxes out of the. So she was inside, but she was cold. And she was
I
handing me
talked to her
boxes.
later in the day, and they were busy with loading out all day, she said, and I talked to her about like 1 o'clock, and I was like, "How are you doing?" She's like, "I'm freezing."
She dropped a big giant F-bomb. She walked. I've never heard her cuss before, and she's like this little petite, cute thing, and she walked out, and she's like, "Holy!" And she just, I was like, "Was that you?" And she was like, "Yeah, sorry." And she's like, "It's really cold out here." So, yeah, it's funny what the cold weather will do to people. Changes their whole demeanor. But yeah, very very much.
So Zach, we had
day.
the wind on Wednesday and Thursday. We had over 24 hours.
And we had like 60-mile-an-hour winds.
40 to 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah,
So
it was a lot of fun. All right, I saw somebody who was going to be in Omaha. Who did I see? Husker or somebody or other, and now I lost it. Husker Boy, 9898. Hope to see you in Omaha. I hope to see you too. I think it'd be a lot of fun. We are going to have a, what is that called?
A booth?
Like a booth, yeah. And we're going to have some T-shirts and some other stuff.
And the sweatshirt.
And that sweatshirt's going
Except
to
for
be
in
there.
medium, because that one's mine.
Is that the only medium we got?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You only got one medium?
He only did one of each color.
Oh, interesting. I better get mine before.
You can't have this one.
I wouldn't need a medium. I need a large.
You can't have this color.
Okay, fine. We can't match? Occasionally we do.
Carrie came in the other day in her stall feeder sweatshirt, and I came out of our bedroom with my stall feeder sweatshirt on. I was like, "Oh, cute."
Did you change?
No.
No? Oh, see, she'd tell me to change.
if
She'd be
Je-
like, go put on a different sweatshirt.
If Jeff was here, he would have walked in his stall feeder red sweatshirt too. It's just. How many cold cows or jerky cows do you have in the herd? 8 of them are going on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And there's
And then
like,
another 7, I think.
there is not that many.
There's not?
No.
I thought there was.
No, there was only like 11 or 12.
Oh, okay.
And one's going a different way.
Yeah, one, I talked about that in the video.
Okay, one's going to EPP.
Which comes out tomorrow. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself. Because we're leaving, I managed to film ahead a little bit.
One day.
It's a little bit. I said a little bit. I said just a little bit. But yeah, I managed to get it, and that's one of the things I talked about was the extra one that we're donating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have a cow that's actually being
We're
donated.
not really, like, I got a grant to fund it and stuff, so.
Oh. So we're not donating it? I think I said in the video we are donating this cow. I might have lied.
To
I'm
be
sorry.
determined.
Hefner Farms, yeah, send me a shirt, man. I'd love to see it.
So we can donate it to somebody else. We can still go to, there's some logistics to work out. It will be donated.
Okay.
Because I got the grant, I have a different plan now.
Okay. Well, either way.
It's going to be donated.
Jerky
Yes.
cows are going here before too long. In fact, Monday's video is bringing the cows back, and that's where the thumbnail for this video came from. The cows, I went back with it was cold, went back with the gator, had the back filled with cake, and literally did the Pied Piper thing for like 4.5 miles, and brought all the cows home. And then sorted cows. It's a lot of fun. And neighbor Michelle came in and helped me out. So
It wasn't too bad yesterday.
it wasn't horrible. It was when I went down, it was colder. I felt bad because Michelle did show up about a quarter of the way through the video on her 4-wheeler to come down and give me a hand, and she was just on her 4-wheeler. But she rode in the back with number 2. The whole way. She's like, that's just a sweet cow. And she just rode alongside, and number 2 walked with her. And,
She is a sweet cow.
she was in the back of the group, so she just kind of rolled right along. She's got her arthritis is back, but other than that, she's doing really good. So I'm way
I know,
behind
Michelle
on
asked me,
comments
she's like,
here.
how old is number 2? And I was like, old.
She's
Like,
old,
Really
yeah.
old. And she's like, oh, she looks great.
Yeah. Yeah,
Other
she's
than
doing,
that, arthritis.
every winter, she gets a little limp, and it'll go away in the spring. And maybe it's just because she's pregnant. Who knows? I mean, she just could be.
I think it's arthritis.
I'm sure it is, but yeah, she loses some weight too, and that helps out,
Right, yeah.
So, I was pretty happy to see Cracker Jack front and center on the owl cam. That's one thing that I did talk about when I brought all the cows back. large t-shirt. When I brought all the cows back, there's that weird feeling, and you can, I'm sure that you can relate to this, like when you bring the cows home, I don't know, just having the cows home.
Yeah, it's nice to have them.
They've been on summer pasture the longest they have been in 14 years.
Yeah,
since we've been
there's still
here.
grass down there. They can go back.
They could. I don't know if they're going to, but they could. Yeah, they just.
It is nice.
It's really nice to have them
like
back.
Bambi, I could see Bambi out the back door.
Yeah, and Cracker Jack's out there doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know, I went out to, we mixed feed today, so I went to, put the mixer back, and the cows came over to see me, and what are we doing? This is new. What's this thing,
Yeah.
It's just, interesting to have them back around. I kind of forget how, and maybe, and it seems like here, that since we reduced the size of the herd, our herd got a lot more friendly.
They're so friendly. Other than a few.
Yeah, there's a few snotty ones in there. A couple of them are becoming jerky, so that's fine.
Some of them got themselves knocked up despite your best intentions.
Yeah, a couple of them did. Yeah, they're just, with the smaller herd size, and I don't know if it's just having less cows, then you're more relatable, you relate better to each cow, I don't know. But like every cow that comes up to me, I'm just like, oh, hi, how are you? And I can touch them on the head, and it's like, oh my gosh, I would have never done that in the years past. Yeah. So, from Sandra, next year when it comes to get rid of the summer hat, how about a stampede and let the cows travel? I tried that actually 2 or 3 years ago. I literally threw my hat out in the middle of the cows. They're more nimble than you think they are. Like you could throw no, I wouldn't throw a baby out there, but you could throw a cat out there. And like if the cat would hold still, they wouldn't step on it. Like I threw my hat out there and they walked around it, and
they would just come up and like
they would sniff it.
Yeah.
And just like I tried to get one to like take a bite. It sounds like straw. Maybe somebody will take a bite out of it. They all sniffed it, and they were like, it smells like sweat and shame. So it was like, it's the end of that. But pigs don't care. So I did get a couple emails that the USDA would not be very happy about, feeding the cows the hat.
They don't check what's in their stomach in January. Like the straw hats,
it's gonna be long gone.
They don't go till January.
Right. Yeah, I just thought that was funny.
And some of them don't go till March. Like it'll be all right. It'll be past by then.
It'll be totally fine. Sky King said there's a cold front heading to Omaha. Yeah, it's gonna be cold there while we're there. It's actually, I think today, I looked at the forecast today, it was colder in Omaha than it was here this morning.
I know. I was like, it's a little bit south. It should be like in the 40s, and it's not. Peacock's good. He's growing his feathers, so they molt just like a chicken does. Mm-hmm. He doesn't lose like his body feathers as much as like a chicken does, but like he loses his tail. But he's already growing it back a little bit. It's not so, he doesn't look so mangy right now.
No, he actually looks pretty good, and he's one too. Maybe it's just something in the air. He's getting friendlier.
Oh, well, that's good.
Like he comes up to me now, and like if I'm dealing with the donkeys or the emus, he loves the emus. He likes hanging out. They don't like him, but he knows how to fly, right? They can't fly, so he'll sit up on like a roost or up on a fence or whatever, and just look at them, and they're just like, ugh.
Well, and he's big enough that he's not like as afraid of the emus.
They'll chase chickens around. What's funny is watching the emus chase cats.
Yeah, they chase cats.
Because the cats will come through and they get after him. From Just Scoot, $20 super chat. Would love to see an Owl iPhone app that would connect to your cameras. I've looked into that, we talked about it, doing some iPhone apps, and you can't really trust YouTube's alert system, all that kind of stuff, that we get alert guys, or alert you guys if we had a video come out, that kind of thing. It's definitely doable. It's just a matter of doing it and having the time to figure it out and make it look good. There are a few online like homemade app things that you can make, and you can submit them to the iPhone App Store, and all that kind of stuff. It just takes time to do it, and I don't have a whole lot of time right now. But maybe Carrie learns how to make iPhone apps.
Carrie doesn't have time either.
Okay, well then, Jeff, what are you doing? Where are you at? Speaking of which, where is Jeff? Jeff's not here tonight. I'm not sure what he's out and about doing, but who knows. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them up in the chat. We're going to try to catch them as we're rolling along here tonight. December is a weird month for us just because we've got so much going on with the channel. That we want to be able to show you guys, and then you got holidays in the middle of it, so being able to we got a break coming up. We're going to take a break right around Christmas until just after New Year's. We are planning an end of year video this year, so that'll be a lot of fun. Recap, it's been a crazy year, and being able to recap what happened and how it happened and who we lost and who we gained and all that kind of stuff, I think is going to be really interesting. That's coming on, I think, actually New Year's Eve, if I remember right, or right around there. No?
Before then.
Is it before then?
Yeah.
But lots of cool stuff coming up this month. Like I said, we're going to bring you guys with us to Omaha for the Farmer to Farmer conference. Crazy deal, but I met online, and we had a video chat online, and they showed us the stage where we're going to be. And literally there's an 80-foot TV screen on the back of the stage. And then to the left of that, an 80-foot TV screen. And to the right of that, an 80-foot TV screen. There's 100 yards of TVs showing our faces as we're up there talking. So Zach and I
brush your teeth.
Zach and I were talking, like, before we go on stage, everybody has to do like a friend check. Like, check my teeth. You got to look and see what's going on here, because you get up there and there's a little piece of spittle right here, and it's tiny right here. But on an 80-foot TV screen, it's huge. It's the size of a cow. So yeah, we definitely got to do some self-rate or some self checks and some grooming, some group grooming. I think it's going to happen. Yeah. So if I get up there and I've got a piece of lettuce in my teeth or something, I'm just not going to be able to handle that. So looks like Jeff Lake just arrived. Thank you, Jeff.
I think he got more hellos than we did.
I know, he's more popular than we are. I know. We got a few, but
we just said his name too much. He's like Beetlejuice.
He's like Beetlejuice. Oh, that's bad. You're going to hell for that one. All right.
You win some.
Apparently, I should have made a "Hi, I'm Jeff" shirt. That would have probably sold better than the "Hi, I'm Mike" shirt.
We've sold a few.
We have sold a few, and not only to people named Mike, which actually surprised me. There was a couple that I looked, because when I see him go through, I look at the name and it's Mike, whoever. Well, that makes sense. But then when you see the "Hi, I'm Mike" shirt goes to a guy named Bob, it's like, okay, well, that makes sense too. So, yeah. Hi, Jeff. You better say hi to Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah.
We got a new addition to our family cat. How do you keep a cat out of a Christmas tree? Well, our tree is not up because we're going to be gone for 4 days, and I am not coming back to that disaster. But you get a rotating tree.
Yeah.
You get one of those bases that rotates. That's what you do. It's not 100%.
No, it's not.
But it does help substantially.
So I'll tell you why it's not 100%, because the cat will pick its favorite ornament down on the bottom, and every time it comes by, they go, and then the tree goes back around and goes, and of course it's one that makes noise, right? So in the middle of the night, it's ding, 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 or whatever it is, but it does work. So rotating trees, we've had those for years.
Yeah.
Since we've had cats.
Yeah. Well, not always, but I think it was one of those things where our tree, we went to like plug it in and like none of the lights work, and you went to Kmart back when we had a Kmart and they had a rotating, that was like all they had.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, whatever, fine, it's cool. It's like it's the 70s again.
Is that a 70s thing?
I think so. I don't know.
Hey, Jeff, was that a 70s thing, having the rotating tree? Oh, I don't know if Jeff remembers the 70s. Was that a 50s thing when it went around like that?
It seemed very retro, but then that tree died, but it was like, oh, this actually works.
The tree didn't die. The tree was fake. The rotating thing died.
Something broke. Lights, fake trees, like they only last for a while. And then a few years ago, we bought just the base rotates now.
Yeah, and we shove anything we want to in it. Be a palm tree, Christmas tree.
Was that Jeff. That was a 50s thing, Jeff?
Not a 70s thing, see? It goes back even farther. But yeah, Kmart.
Yeah.
I remember Kmart.
Yeah.
I love Kmart.
The queen invented it. Good job, Jeff.
Patty said they're not putting any bulbs in their tree this year, but they've got cats too, so yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so our tree is actually, it's up here in our attic. It's actually saran wrapped, because last year when we went to go plug the tree in, the stupid cats had eaten all the freaking lights.
No, they ate the wires. They ate through the wires.
No, they chewed on some of the lights too.
I literally spent like half a day.
I helped you.
Putting together these stupid little wires, because they're built into the tree. You can't just take the lights off and put new lights on. So I'm splicing wire, and those wires on Christmas lights, they're like a hair. So
don't be that
They're
dramatic.
little light. They're very, very small gauge wire. And so I'm splicing these things together. Oh, and every time it'd be like, oh, there's another one.
We got that one working, but this chunk's
this one's not. There's another strand here that's not working. And
so we actually left our tree decorated. So ran wrapped the crap out of it and just brought the whole thing upstairs.
Yep.
So when we get back,
all you have to do is unsaran wrap it, do a little fluffing.
We'll see.
See what happens. Maybe we should film that. The unveiling of the Christmas tree.
That'd be great for TikTok.
Why did we when we saran wrapped it? And I don't know if we did this or not, but it's a rotating tree. Did we just put the saran wrap and then just let it rotate?
I think we did.
And just saran wrap itself?
I think we did.
So can we do the opposite of that when we put it back in? And
I don't. We got to get to the cord and stuff.
Put it in reverse. Oh,
and we had to do the bottom too because the reason. So we didn't. You never can get the tree back in the bag that it comes with. You know. Yeah. Nobody ever does that.
No, you throw that away.
So the cats would sit in the tree all last summer and eat the wires. Mm-hmm. So
horrible.
Yeah, it was awful. So we'll see how the saran wrap goes. It's still in good shape though, right? I haven't even checked on it. It still has saran wrap on it.
It's still there. I know that. I looked at it today.
They haven't chewed a hole in it.
Not that I know. I guess I didn't inspect it that close. But I saw a question a while back. Easy asked if we still had number 1 from 2008, and unfortunately we don't. She actually passed away a few years ago.
I think was she before the channel even?
No, she was actually she was for the video. I think it was our second video, which was our story. Oh, she was the thumbnail.
Yeah, she actually was late term pregnant, and her calf actually tore her uterus. Right?
Yeah, so she wasn't really a friendly cow, but I do remember when this happened. She started hanging around me a lot. Like if I went out, like she would come up to me. She stood down here at the gate for a while, and we were like, "What is happening to this cow?"
Like a couple of days of really weird behavior.
Yeah, and it was like, this is so weird. And then finally, I was like, something's not right here. So we brought her in, and I went to take a look at the calf, and I was like, "Oh God!"
It was dead.
It was dead, and it was decomposing, and it was horrible. And we ended up having the vet come out, and we tried to do a C-section and try to give her basically a hysterectomy kind of thing, and it just went downhill. Really fast.
The calf had been dead for too long, and her uterus was leaking.
Yeah, it was bad. It was just a horrible situation. So that was our first cow that was given to us by Gilbert. So number 2 is the reigning queen, because she is still out here from 2008.
Number 1 was the first cow that we calved. She came out.
Oh yeah, she was.
She came out of 47.
That's right. That is right.
It's weird how you remember those numbers. Like she came out of 47. She was number 1.
I don't know if I would remember that, but
47 blue.
Really?
Yeah.
47 blue. That's correct. A black cow or a red cow?
Red.
She was red.
She had her up on the hill on the other side of the road. After that April blizzard.
Were we there when she was born?
Pretty close.
Really?
Yeah. And then frickin' what was his name? Norm was born on this side of the road. Norman.
Yeah, he was a bottle calf.
Day. It was after the blizzard in 2009.
He was our first bottle calf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she had him in a snowbank and she didn't get up. I don't remember his mom.
No.
But she didn't get up and get him up, and he got hypothermic.
Yeah, and we
were bad at reuniting.
And we were lucky we kept that calf alive, honestly. I mean, we brought in the calf, we were like, what? I don't know what's happening here.
Was he a bottle calf?
Norman.
No, I thought we put him...
Did we put him back with his mom?
Maybe. I think we put him back with his mom.
Maybe we did. I don't know. That was a long time ago, and so much stuff has happened between now and then. It's just crazy. All right. Looks like Jeff is in trouble with Manny. We need to talk. You get in your room, mister. We need to talk. Tiny Kirkwood asked, while you're in Omaha, does that mean Carrie gets all the fun jobs?
Carrie's coming with us.
Because we're dragging her along. Remember how I said I can't remember how to do anything anymore? She has to come with me, or else I will forget how to do everything. So she has to come along. Otherwise, Erin doesn't like to admit it either, but she would be lost too.
Yeah.
So
Carrie's a huge part of our team anymore.
It is crazy how people, like a weird fungus, grow on you.
Yeah.
Like ringworm. That's a weird fungus because it's a circle. I don't know how it decides to be a circle, but whatever. Yeah, Carrie, if you don't know who Carrie is, obviously she's part of our team here. She's our operations manager is her official title, even though I think that she does way more than that. She's been a huge part of what we've done. In fact, she made it into a video a couple weeks ago. Her and I went out and did chores together and took a look around the ranch and had a chance to talk to her a little bit. So if you haven't seen that video, you can learn more about Carrie and exactly what she does. The commenter formerly known as Jared Rudd. What did I miss?
Everything.
Don't you, when you go to a live stream, do you start it at the beginning or what?
Did you call Carrie a fungus? Yeah, he did.
I said like a fungus. I didn't call you a fungus. And even being called a fungus isn't horrible because half the word is fun. The other half is the name of a male donkey. So, Gus. So actually, you know what? Yeah, I did call you fungus because it's cool. Fun and Gus. Cool.
Neighbor Michelle and neighbor Gary will be on ranch duties while we're gone.
Correct. Yep. Yeah. So that's who's going to take care of things. But if you want to meet Carrie, she will be there as well. So in Omaha,
I'll be
Nebraska.
there too if anybody wants to know. I
said you're going to be there. I said we're going to be there along with Carrie. I didn't mention Carrie, actually. I probably should have. Erin is at the Crimson Tide colors.
No. I don't know what color it is.
We were trying to decide that earlier. We couldn't figure it out. All right, couple of really quick super chats. JB Weld, thank you for the $20 super chat that was almost anonymous. Yeah, wouldn't even known it was you if I didn't see it. All right. Manny, are we breaking up? Oh, that'd be sad.
What is the matter with those two?
I don't know. They're having moments.
Are they fighting?
Probably.
Yes, thank you whoever just ordered something.
Should I go look?
Sure. We had to get a new printer.
We did have to get it. We killed a printer. You guys killed a printer.
Well, it's been like 5 years.
Yeah.
It was a slow death, though. It wouldn't print. And so you had to
I'm going to go see who ordered.
You had to unplug it and then wait a while, plug it back in, and then the screen would eventually blink and die and it would quit printing. So we'd been struggling for a long time with the printer.
Okay, I haven't seen these names yet, so I don't think they're here, but.
Well, that one's been sitting there.
Oh, has it? Okay, never mind. You lost out. Doug and Donnie Endrud from Henderson, Nevada.
Hey, don't tell people their address. That's rude.
No, their credit card number's here. Hold on. Everybody grab a pen. I'm just kidding. It's not. Very cool. Thank you guys. They ordered a meat package. So, and they're actually, it's a gift.
Ooh,
and
look,
they're giving it to somebody.
They got some ribeyes, some ground beef, a chuck roast, and some bacon.
Yeah. They made their own package, which is something you can do now, which is crazy.
Oh, good. It doesn't need to be shipped into the last shipment before Christmas. Convenient, because we won't have dry ice until the week before Christmas.
All right, don't let me forget that I brought this over here, because if I lose these, we're in a lot of trouble. Apparently, Carrie heard the printer going, because is that printer that loud?
Oh, I guess.
Apparently it is. So if anybody else orders, you'll probably hear your order come through.
It is maroon. Do you think it's maroon, my sweatshirt?
Yeah, I think I would
it's
call
a little
it
purpley, more purpley than
purpley?
Just like, yeah.
I don't think that's in the dictionary.
Sure it is.
Okay, maybe it is.
My credit card's not there.
It's not on there, but it is a very nice gift. So thank you.
That is a great gift. You know you can do that, right? You can order a gift for somebody on our website. You just ship it to a different address.
Right, and then you can even add a little note, or you can tell us to add a note or whatever. Yeah. I had one the other day. It was a beef jerky order, and it went to somebody, and it said, "Can you sign this? Merry Christmas from everybody." Right. So I was like, okay. So I signed it, Merry Christmas from everybody, and Mike and Erin. Because I don't know if they know who we are. They were obviously buying it for somebody else, so it could have been for somebody who's never ever watched the channel, but I figured, what the heck, I'll throw it in there.
Mark, we tried to uninstall and install the printer again. We tried to factory reset it. We did all the things. It was like a 5-year-old printer.
We did all the things. I really kind of wanted to go Office Space on it. In fact, you weren't up here, but I offered it to Carrie. I was like, do you want to take this thing out and kind of beat the crap out of it?
It was frustrating.
Oh my gosh, because you'd come up and there'd be no orders. And then you'd unplug it and you plug it back in, and then there'd be 30 orders. And then for some reason, occasionally it would forget an order, which I don't know if that was the printer's problem or whose problem that was. So it was definitely. Keithers asked about the calendars. Oh, should we show the calendars?
Yeah, Lincoln's is up here still.
What's that?
Lincoln's is sitting there by itself there, right
this
there.
This one?
Yep, by that coffee mug. That should go in the sink.
It's opened.
No, it hasn't been opened.
I mean, it isn't opened.
Yeah.
Can I open it?
That's Lincoln's. I don't know. You're going to have to go ask him.
Well, I can't go ask him right now. These are our Wyoming Life 2023 calendars.
We did get a lot of orders. And we do have a few left. There'll be some in Omaha.
Everything's in Omaha.
Not everything.
No? What are we missing?
We're not taking whiskey glasses and shot glasses due to transportation limitations.
There you go.
We
Daniel,
only have
I
like
have not seen your
37
stapler.
boxes to throw in the Yukon, so wish us luck.
I'm going to open it. No, should I? No.
It's Lincoln's. It's
Okay,
fine.
this
It
is
doesn't
Lincoln's
care.
calendar, so.
You put it back in that nice plastic bag. Packaged very professionally.
They are. These actually came out very nice.
Grind up the printer and feed it to the goats. No, Jared. It's already in the garbage.
The USDA might have a problem with that. Or somebody would anyway, the ASPCA
I think
or
the
something.
printer had lived its life. It was ready to go to a new home. We opted for this piece of cardboard. This costs extra. So you know, if you've ever ordered...
Save your piece of cardboard and put it towards something
this
useful.
Plastic also costs extra.
Don't play with the
But
plastic.
it adds to the experience.
It's an opening thing. Don't play with the plastic though, it's a suffocation hazard, so I don't want anybody to get hurt. The cardboard, you can get all the paper cuts you want. This is the 2023 Our Wyoming Life calendar. Now, there's a few things in this calendar that we didn't talk about because it's been on pre-order for...
Well, it's not on pre-order anymore.
It was on pre-order.
Yeah, we put it on like in October.
For like a month. But one of the things we didn't ever talk about is that each picture in the calendar, Erin and I sat down, I don't know if you can see that very well, and down here is a little story about that picture. And each one is about the adventure of our entire year on the ranch, correct?
Do you want to read Adventure 1?
Adventure 1, yes.
To entice the people who haven't got a calendar yet?
January 2023. Sunday 1. Monday 2.
That part.
What? Oh, don't go. No, okay, I don't have to read that. We do have the kids' birthdays and our birthdays, along with
Mackenzie's like,
Bambi's birthday.
My birthday's in here, and then Lincoln was looking through one too. He's like, "What is my birthday?"
He couldn't find it. Where's my birthday? We also have some other interesting dates in the calendar as well, including our Wyoming Life's first video release in 2017. Happened on January 22nd. So some cool dates in here for you guys to play around with, or at least look at, including Martin Luther King Day, which is January 16th.
Yeah, we
I
had
didn't put that one in.
click that box of include the holidays.
Yeah. Okay, so the very January, the picture is this. Right there. That is a picture of some cows. They're eating some hay. Nice little sunset or sunrise probably in the background. And the little story, I'll read it for you.
Can you do it in your radio voice?
Can I? Fox Country 100.7. That's Garth Brooks. Coming up, we've got Alan Jackson. Okay. Initially, we wanted our January picture covered in snow, cold and foreboding. But we quickly realized that January is all about new beginnings. For us, it's not only the beginning of a new year, but the beginning of a new chapter on the ranch. 2022 marked the beginning of our journey to be 100% direct to consumer with all the products raised on the ranch. This picture, taken in January of 2022, is of a few cows eating their morning hay. A new year, a new day, and a new adventure. So the whole calendar, what?
I just want to look. I want to show people my favorite picture.
Your favorite picture?
I don't know if it's my favorite. It is really good quality. It's from a company in Montana, so somewhat like local to us.
Somewhat local.
Regional at least. But yeah, it's got Ethel. That's probably one of my favorite. I really like all the pictures. I'm a big fan of all the pictures. And it was actually really hard for us to choose the pictures. But I would love to know what you guys all think of this one picture, because and the emus are in there, and bean, and donkeys, and goats, and cows. Like, we tried to get literally Bambi's in it. Like,
did you see all the snot hanging from Bambi's face?
I did see all the snot.
There's a snotty Bambi in there.
But we tried to get...
What picture are you looking for?
We tried to get a glimpse of everything that we do here and everything that it encompasses and stuff. And this
you got to get closer with that picture, because it just looks like a bunch of naked people. It looks like from that far away, it looked like a bunch of naked people standing in a row.
I feel like this picture, people are either gonna love it or hate it. And Mackenzie loves it.
The chickens? That's September.
Yeah, so they're our undead chicken army, and thought about today. I was like, this is going to be on like someone's fridge or their wall in their kitchen.
Somebody's going to come visit and be like, what the hell? And especially if they see it from a ways away, because it looks like a bunch of naked people.
But we talked a lot about like not including that picture. I was like, no, this is what we do. Like this is part of what we do, and we shouldn't be afraid of where our food comes from and that process of where our food comes from. And
no, I totally agree.
Yoda is in a picture. Yes, she's in February. So
that
I
picture,
hope you guys...
I'll describe the picture, and it's a great picture because it's the goats lined up at our patio door. They were playing in our backyard, and they all came, and they were just looking in the house, and they looked like dogs. They were like, let us in. We want to come in. It'd be nice if we could come in. And Yoda's standing right there with them. Yeah, very much so.
Undead chicken army. So I hope people like the undead chicken army. I think it's hilarious.
I thought it was a good one.
September is the fireman's calendar for the chickens. That's funny.
We could do the sexy Our Wyoming Life calendar.
Like cow butts?
Cow butts, chicken butts, Matt's feet. I don't know. Whatever else we want to throw in there. I don't know. It'd be kind of funny. Get Bambi to kind of do this pose. I don't know if she can do it, but she might.
Yeah, have to practice.
I had to laugh when I brought goats back tonight, and if you follow us on Facebook, you saw a video that I posted. Was it Facebook or was it Shorts? I can't remember. Where Ethel was rolling over. It was on YouTube Shorts, and
cow udders.
little stars. What are those? What are the things? Never mind. I'm gonna go down a weird road if I start talking about that. Ethel was trying to roll over again today, and she couldn't do it today. She laid down.
She was also naughty and tried to come over towards that pile of hay that you spilled.
Yeah, she saw the hay. She tried to roll over one way, couldn't do it. Got up, looked very frustrated, laid back down, tried to roll over the other way. She's getting so big. These animals. Now, first of all, we're going to be gone for a few days, so probably everybody's going to have their babies while we're gone.
I hate that.
What happened? What if they do?
Well, they'll be in good hands with Michelle.
Right.
I'm just going to be angry. Maybe they're going to your French chickens. That's how we should do it next year. We could lay it on its side.
Oh, jeez. I think at some point, if you're posing dead chicken, totally reminds me of a weird story I'm going to share with you guys. When I was just out, I might have been in high school still. I worked at KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was called Kentucky Fried Chicken back then, not KFC. But I worked with a kid named Carl, and back then we got boxes of chickens. They were whole chickens, not whole. I mean, they were missing the head, but and they looked just like that. And we had to cut them up, so you could fry them and all that kind of stuff. And Carl would do chicken puppet shows. So he'd stick his hand inside the chicken, and then get behind the metal counter or metal tabletop, and have like chickens, and they would do little dances. It was hilarious. I don't know. Now I was 17 years old or whatever, but man, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. So Carl, if you're out there, if you happen to be watching, thank you very much for instilling that idea into my brain. Carl was definitely a weird kid, but I got a few other stories about him.
That's a core memory. That's going to stick with you to the end.
A couple of, actually, two memories with him that stick with me. The other one I'll tell you about someday. But
not appropriate. It's okay if it's not appropriate.
It's kind of, it's got bad words in it. So
the emus are in the calendar. They didn't photobomb, but they're so little.
They were little in the calendar. There's a picture with them, and there's a really pretty rainbow in the background, and they're so little. So little.
That comment's not appropriate.
Tassels. I was going to say that, and I decided to skip past it. You paid $2 and made me say the word tassels. Man, I can't get away from these people. This live stream has a Patreon-only live stream feel to it. A little bit, getting a little out of hand, I guess. We're leaving tomorrow for Omaha, so we've got 9 million things to get done tonight.
My day did not go as planned.
No, it's probably my fault. But we, It was my fault?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take the blame. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to get done tonight, so we are going to be ending this live stream on schedule. I'm not going to run over tonight, guys. But yeah, it may get a little wild and crazy because we got stuff to do. Is a shelter for the A team in the plans for next year? It's actually, I would like to still, I think it might be getting a little bit too late in the year to try to get anything done. I could maybe get a windbreak up for them.
They really will be okay. Obviously, it would be more ideal if we could have some shelter, but like they will be okay.
Oh, they'll be fine. Yeah. And if it gets really bad, trust me, I can put the A team and the B team together, and they can go in the barn.
Yeah.
I can sort them off later. It's not that big of a deal. So if people, if you're worried about them, trust me, we're taking care of our animals. We're gonna make sure that if something, if
there's a ginormous spring blizzard and stuff like that,
or a Sharknado.
Yeah, we'll take care of them.
Yeah.
But they really will be okay, and they probably do burn a bit more energy with not being able to get out of the weather, but not much.
They can actually, where the way the Aeroquip's set up in there, they can kind of stand over there on that side. And they don't do it very often, but they do have a little bit of a windbreak there.
In commercial feedlots in northern climates, there is no shelter.
No, they're standing on a pile of manure in the middle of the corral. So, yeah.
So there you go. Just pile up some poop in there.
They're working on that for me.
Could just push it into a pot.
I actually need to get in there and start cleaning it out.
Oh, too bad Ranch Hand Jeff wasn't around.
Too bad. Shucks.
I kind of want to buy a shipping container and grow hydroponics.
Okay.
I think I have a nonprofit that could be sheltered under.
Is sheltered the correct word? Because that makes it sound a little shady. You say sheltered, maybe it's...
That seems an appropriate thing for Edible Prairie Project to undertake.
Where would you put... Actually, you guys have a shipping container in your driveway.
It's the owners.
Oh.
It's not mine.
Oh, okay.
No, we don't own the building that we're in.
Just go move everything out of there and just start do your own thing?
I could just buy a new one. Did the nutrition of the hay go down following the drought? Well, we never hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's... our hay is pretty steady. The bad part is we didn't have hay for so long, so we're kind of comparing nothing to oranges.
To Missouri hay.
Yeah, so it's kind of it's kind of hit or miss. We just didn't have the hay. So.
Can you make sure you have the spring blizzard before I get back? No, Jeff. We should have that while he's here.
The blizzard?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd always tell him to wait until Jeff gets here.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least wait until he's on his way up, because that makes it fun too. When Jeff's trying to get here, and Bill the Tractor Man offered Dan and I a steak dinner, and we'll come clean up the feedlot and run a spreader. Quite a drive for a steak dinner, I'll trust you. Let's see.
20-foot containers, $2,000. I've seen quite a few people actually selling them here too.
Well, yeah, they're probably buying them in Nevada and shipping them up here and selling them. So, Erin's Edibles, grown in a locally sourced shipping container and sheltered under a nonprofit. See, there's that word again, sheltered.
That was not the right word.
Definitely not the right word. You shouldn't have said that. Now we're going to get audited.
We don't do anything shady financially. We're very transparent with Edible Prairie Project.
You have to be.
As you should be with a C3.
I am amazed. This is totally off subject. Well, not really off subject because you brought it up. But how many people try to embezzle from nonprofits? There was one in the paper the other day, and I was like, somebody embezzled $250,000 from a nonprofit, like a library thing, and I was just like, really?
I know, it happens all the time, and I'm just like, how, right? Because I just don't. My brain doesn't work that way.
Well, I hope not. I'm sorry you're talking about sheltering things, so I don't know how your brain works.
But my board sees our bank statements, and we do financial reports, and I have one staff member that is, she doesn't spend money and she reconciles the bank account. And then I have a bookkeeper that also reconciles my bank account. And I have an accountant that does our 990. I have all these layers of separation put in place.
And if you have a husband that if you show up with a 20-foot shipping container, I'm going to go, hey, where'd that come from?
Got a grant.
It just fell off a truck. Going down the highway, fell right off. I got a
grant. I could write a grant for a shipping container.
You could, right away.
I could get that.
Oh, that's funny. Edible Prairie brownies, no doubt.
I can't make brownies. I don't have a commercial kitchen.
I don't think your customers are going to care. They're going to be, what flavor are these?
I just really want to grow some lettuce, real lettuce, not special
lettuce.
Not the devil's lettuce.
The devil's Hey, there goes the
another
printer
order.
again. Should I go grab it? Should we read it? Let's see what somebody else ordered.
There's been more than 2 cases in Gillette in the last couple of years.
There's been quite a
more than
few,
2.
yeah.
Gillette's been really bad about nonprofits embezzling money. But if you want to look at my books for EPP, it's cool because they're public record. So.
Oh, I know who this is. Somebody's in trouble. Actually, I feel really bad. We should just give her a calendar.
We refunded her money for our mess up.
Okay, so Melissa, thank you very much for ordering a calendar.
Yes, thank you,
Really
Melissa.
do appreciate it. Melissa ordered some
Meat package.
a meat package. It wasn't even. It was like a make your own meat package, a la carte or whatever. And she received her meat package. It was very nice enough to send us an email and say, "Hey, you forgot my freaking roast."
Our bad.
The heaviest thing in there, and we forgot it.
Thank you,
I can take
Melissa.
the blame for it. I'll take the blame. Carrie and I were packing orders that day, but Carrie was putting together the orders and I was putting them in the box, and it was my job to double check them. Obviously, I missed that when I was double checking, so my bad. But we did refund your money. I don't know if you saw that or not, but
Thanks, Melissa.
thank you, Melissa. We really do appreciate it, because you could have been like, you know what? Screw you guys. Never ordering from you again. I want something packed by robots because I know it's going to be right. Not packed by people in their garage.
Gary and I cleaned the garage. It was
You
a
did. It looks really
disaster.
good.
It was so bad.
It was not a disaster.
It was a disaster.
What was a disaster?
There were dry ice bags everywhere.
They were in the garbage. Wind blows. They were. I put them in the garbage.
Just dirt. You know, 'tis the season.
It is.
Yeah.
Did she open the box and say, "Where's the beef"? No, there was beef in there. She was like, "Where's my
Where's
dang
the
roast?"
check? Where's the check?
I'm sure she was just banking on that too. I feel really bad.
Yeah. I do too.
All right. What am I reading here? It does all work
We
out
have
in
the
the
best customer service. No, we don't.
There's
Give
a
it-
reason Erin does not handle customer service. Number
Give
one,
us a-
she deals. Okay, Erin does customer service for people like Carrie. You handle customer service for
Sharano.
Carrie. Yeah, for Carrie
Yeah,
Sharano. Yeah, that's about it. we can't let Erin do any customer service past that point, because Melissa would have sent an email and said my chuck roast wasn't in there, and Erin would have said, "Did you look at all the way through the box? did you look in the bottom of the
I did
box?"
make Carrie go look and was like, how much weight did we ship her?
You did. So you went and double checked it.
Well, we got to figure out where the flaw in the system is. And she's like, oh, yeah, the package was only 12 pounds. I was like, oh.
No, it wasn't. It was 16. That's why it threw us off, because it was 16 pounds.
I didn't think it was that much.
I think so. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look myself. I thought you told me 16.
I thought it was like 12.
JB Weld with a $50 question.
Wow, that's a lot of money for a
That
question.
is, and it's a
Thank
serious question. It's a $50 serious question.
Okay.
Erin, serious.
Okay.
Serious face. Okay? Does the snow fill all the ponds and reservoirs on the ranch?
you. Ideally, yeah.
Yeah. If there's a lot of little weird things that play into that. Temperature, obviously, because for runoff to work, so we've got snow out there. The ground is
Ideally frozen.
Frozen.
Ideally, we get that blizzard right about the same time that Jeff is trying to drive from San Francisco
That's
to
what I said.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so big, huge blizzard.
Ground is frozen. Then all of a sudden we get some nice weather.
gets
Not
50
too nice. Not too nice. We don't want it to be 80,
Well, but it's frozen on the ground.
but we don't want the ground to thaw.
But we want it to be like 45,
Right.
50.
Snow starts to
Sun
melt.
shining.
The ground is frozen, which
April.
means that the water is not going to go into the ground, which means the water has no choice but to fill reservoirs. This year, actually, we have to have the ground freeze, which means that we have to have winter, right? Last year, the ground really never froze. So a lot of the snow and stuff that we had soaked right in.
It got warm in March.
It did, and it soaked in. I mean,
Yeah,
it just
so-
really wasn't frozen.
So like our big blizzard this year was the end of April. So by the time we get to the end of April, we've had enough freeze and thaws that even though the frost isn't completely out of the ground, because the frost will go, how many feet will the frost go?
Up to like 6 feet. We have
Well,
water
when you
lines.
drive over it.
Yeah, but usually about 4.
4. So, but it will start freezing and thawing in March. We'll start getting above freezing, and so those top few inches will start to thaw. So when we have like an early April blizzard, we get more runoff than a late April blizzard. But we obviously want the ground to soak up moisture too. It all depends on how fast it melts.
It does.
Yeah.
Very much so. All right, for Martha Smith, please tell me how to become a Patreon supporter. Well, that's easy. Go to patreon.com/Our Wyoming Life, and in there are tiers. You can support us from anything from $1 to $50 a month. As you go up in tiers, the benefits obviously become bigger and bigger. We're like $50 a month. Like we talk to each other. You can call me and we chit chat and all kinds of crazy stuff. There's also some in there that get discounts on the website for certain levels. All levels though can order meat from the website also. So as low as $1 a month, you can get on and order beef and pork. So
scroll down, just one comment. Nan Hayden still can't see calendars on the website.
Try clicking on new arrivals. Should be right there. In fact, unless they're all sold out.
Unless they're sold out. I'm going to look at my phone.
Oh, good. I get to take a drink.
I'm out of drinks.
All right. A couple really quick things while Erin's looking that up.
Colleen, you got your calendar already today?
She lives here.
Holy crap.
It literally had to go from here to there. We could have thrown it to her.
Casper.
We could have drove by her house and threw it out the window.
Well, I told her she could have to wait till Friday till we're back. She said she wanted it, so I mailed it.
Very cool. Are they on there? Oh yeah, really quick checks. It's right there.
Yeah, new arrivals. First thing.
Yep, there it is. Not many left though, so if you do want one, be sure to jump on that. I saw a couple really quick questions that I wanted to address. Is there going to be a ranch roundup next year? Don't know.
Do you guys want a ranch roundup?
Of course they want a ranch. You guys...
Michelle and Carrie are trying to talk us into it, and I feel like I'm being influenced in a poor way. So much work.
Let them do the work.
Well, that's what they say, that they'll do the work.
Just saying. If we do a ranch roundup...
what if diesel is $5 a gallon? No one's going to drive to Wyoming.
No, but they could fly because jet fuel is cheaper. I don't know, take a train.
How come unleaded is less than $3 and diesel is $5?
Because the country runs on diesel.
Patreon does auto renew, yes.
Yep. All right. Yep, see? Yes, ranch roundup, yes.
Make good choices, Erin. Yeah.
Limited crowd is probably, Zach's probably hitting the nail right on the head there. If we do a ranch hoedown, if we do a ranch roundup, it'll probably be very, very limited. It'll be a lot, probably smaller than what we've done in the past, and will be more of an intimate, I don't know, more of a home, I don't know, what word am I looking for?
A hoedown?
I think that falls under the intimate thing, but okay, sure. But
we are tossing around some ideas.
Yes.
Nothing for sure. And I loved Ranch Roundup. It was a lot.
Did you?
I did, yeah, the day of. Like once the event started, I was like, oh, this is cool.
The day of. The day after, no.
10 minutes before, I'm like, this is, no, I hate this.
This is... Exactly. Exactly. We need 2 more likes on that like button. Go ahead and smash it, folks.
It's just like so much work.
It is a lot of work. Everything's work.
That's like a whole different level of work.
It's,
another order.
Should I get it really quick? We're past 7 o'clock.
Yeah, real quick, and then we gotta go. We
All
gotta
right.
load the car.
Yeah. Are we putting Carrie in tonight, or?
No, she's gotta go home tonight.
Oh, she did bring her bag today when she walked in, and she was carrying her bag, and like a luggage bag. I was like, are you staying here?
That's a great idea.
What did I miss?
Carrie, can you write that down?
What happened? I missed something.
Read Jared's comment.
Why would you want to hold my hand for 30 minutes?
You're gonna stare longingly into each other's eyes.
If I asked Erin to hold my hand for 30 minutes, she would say, what would you say if I said, can I hold your hand for 30 minutes?
Shit to do.
See? Exactly. All right. Judy Smith, thank you very much. She got herself a calendar. Thank you,
Yeah, you
Judy.
can still order a calendar. There are a few, probably like 5 left.
Yeah, not many. They are there.
Do we have a zippered hoodie? I don't think we have a zippered.
There is, yeah, there used to be.
No.
Yeah. Pretty sure there's a zippered.
I'm gonna look at my phone again.
I'm pretty sure there's a zippered hoodie online. We got to wrap things up here before too long. Aaron's going to see if there's a zippered hoodie. It's not our new arrivals. It's under apparel. Pretty sure there was one. I thought I put one on.
I think no, because I think it's embroidery, and we just did the embroidery.
We just figured out embroidery.
Yeah.
I could have swore there was one. Huh?
There's.
Maybe not. All right. Well, maybe I saw one.
Yeah, on Printful's website there's one.
Probably. Zach holding Mike's hand for 30 minutes overrated. Just saying. It was 35 minutes, Zach, and it was wonderful. Guys.
Oh, there is.
See, I told you.
It's a blonde cow one.
Yeah.
And we should put more of those on there.
I told you. Alrighty, guys, we got to get ready to hit the road. We are leaving bright and early tomorrow morning. Like I said, if you live here between here and Nebraska, or Omaha, which is in Nebraska, Omaha's a city in Nebraska. If you happen to live in between here and there, you see us drive by, be sure to give us a wave.
What logo do you guys want on the zipper hoodie?
That's such a broad question to ask.
Well, right now we only have blonde cow.
Okay.
I got 9 hours in the car tomorrow. I can make all your
10,
hopes and
actually,
dreams
but
come
yeah.
true with apparel.
Send Aaron an email. Or send Matt an email. They're not that soft. They're a little rough. All right.
Will you record your time on stage? FBN is actually live streaming everything.
So FBN is, well, they're recording some things. They're live streaming other things. If you do make sure that you follow us or subscribe to the Wyoming Life channel, hit the little bell button so you get notifications. We are going to be doing a number of shorts while we're there at the Farm to Farmer conference, and hopefully I'll be able to, well, Erin will be able to because she's going to help me with it too. We can put some links in there for the events. You're going to be able to watch stuff. There's going to be the live stream, and also you'll be able to ask questions online for us on stage. And it's not just me, it's a bunch of folks. It's Zach Johnson from Minnesota Millennial Farmer, Laura Farms, Grant Hilbert. We also have Dan from
Iowa Dairy Farm.
Iowa Dairy Farm. And I don't know why I'm asking you because I have the cheat sheet right here. Natalie is going to be there as well. So thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight, guys. We've got to get ready, and I have a feeling we're way behind.
We are.
So
we're like 8 hours behind. It's cool.
We don't leave for 8 hours, so we're good. Oh, we got like 12 hours before we leave. We got all kinds of time. We didn't even sleep for 4 hours.
Cool.
Carrie's driving. Thanks, guys.
She's literally here working.
I don't know what she's doing, number one. She was just here in the chat.
She's trying to get more product available for the website.
Oh, should we
trying to have a new launch.
Should we talk about that really
today? Quick? No, it's not going to go up today.
I don't think so. We're not going to talk about that?
No.
Okay, big secret. Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. Thank you to our moderators, Lori Habel, Matt Fensel, Zach Hewitt, Bill the Tractor Man, of course, Jeff Lake in here floating around as well. And who did I miss?
Lori.
Did I say Lori?
I don't know.
I thought I said Lori first off. Lori Habel.
Thank you. I don't listen to half of what you say.
I know, nobody does. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. Really do appreciate it. We will see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, and remember, it's National Cookie Day. Go ahead.